Okay, so here I have 3 different kinds of fabric. I have like a fuzzy pink fabric here, I have spooky Halloween fabric, and this robot fabric that I cut out. And let me measure how much I cut out here. I have my tape measure. It's upside down. So I cut out like about 15 inches here out of this. I should have filmed the process of cutting the fabric, but I completely forgot. So right now what I'm going to do is I have these pinned together, and I have these little elastics as well, which you're going to need later on in this. And I'm going to sew all these along the edge here. And let me put that through my sewing machine, and I will be right back. Okay, so I just wanted to point out I hate working with this pink fuzzy fabric. Fuzz gets everywhere, like all over the place. You should see my floor right now in my bedroom because that's where I initially cut it. This stuff is just so messy. Oh my god. But it looks so cool though, like when you do stuff with it and make stuff with it. Anyway, back to sewing. Okay, so I have the 3 fabrics here sewn. See this? I only... Excuse edges like that. Me and my sewing machine don't get along sometimes. Yeah, same there. But you won't be able to see that when it's done, so it's fine. But yeah, I did all along the edges on both sides. Did it to the robot fabric too, all along the edge. You don't sew this edge here, or this edge here. Keep those open. See how that's open? Well, if I can get it open. There we go. See how that's open? Okay, so I have those 3. Okay, so what I have here is one of those hair ties I showed earlier with the safety pin at the end of it, and I cut it in half because I did this the wrong way, but it's cool. See, what happened is you're supposed to keep one side of this open and, you know, put it around this, but you can also do it this way. This is actually the way you would do it if you were to buy, like, a piece of elastic, and just, you know, what you do is you thread it through here, and you meet both ends of this, and I will show you that. So, I forgot to mention you take the fabric and flip it inside out first, so the right side is facing the right direction. Anyway, here are the 2 ends. Here's one end, and hold on. Have the other end here, I promise. You know it's here. Okay, so I have both ends here again. I have both ends here, and what you would do after you would string it through with the safety pin is you are going to, excuse the thread in mine, this is multiple attempts I've done here, but never mind that. What you would do is you would take both ends, I have my hot glue gun here, and you would glue them together. Hey, it actually focused, holy shit. Yes, you would glue them together, and I will show you that. Okay, so I have glued it together, if it would focus. I have glued it back together. And normally this would be okay, you know, for people with normal hair. But because my hair has the strength of 1,000 suns, I'm going to go ahead and put some stitching in it as well. And sew it a couple times. Okay, so I have also sewed it now. And what you would do now is you would take both of these ends. And I will pin them so you can see how to sew it together. But you sew these 2 ends together. You would like take this, fold it in a little bit so it doesn't have ragged edges. Fold it in a bit and sew these together and sew that all the way around this fabric here. Let me pin it and I'll show you. Okay, so I should probably show you on fabric that isn't fuzzy as, you know, hell. But I pinned it here, and I pinned it on the other side as well. This one has a different color pin, so you can probably see that a bit better. But I will show you how to go ahead and sew all the way around here. I hand sew this. You can do this on the machine if you want, but it's a little tricky, so I hand sew it. Okay, so this is the first one done. See that? A little stretchy, fuzzy fabric. And I will go ahead and show you. It looks like a donut, kind of. Yep, super stretchy. I will go ahead and show you these other 2. So, let me specify once again. You're supposed to flip this right side out before you put your elastic through. Okay, so now that this is right side out, now I will take another elastic. Don't mind that. I will take another elastic, and I will cut this in half and lead it through with my safety pin. So Miss Kitty over there has claimed the elastic that I accidentally flung across the room. And the problem with this is she takes them and tries to eat them, so eventually I'm going to have to get that away from her. Okay, so I have led the elastic through. These are the two ends. And let me go ahead and glue this together. I'm sorry I'm having to cut so many ways through this video, but I do not have a tripod, so I'm not fancy with it, so I have to kind of cut and show you what I do. Okay, so I have glued it together. Waiting for it to cool for a few seconds. I'm also, again, going to add stitching because my hair is unruly. But that, oh my goodness, if camera would focus, this is what you would do, you know, normally. Gluing is good enough normally. You don't really have to go through the great lengths that I go through. Okay, so I have put in a few extra stitches. This time I used white thread so you can see just how I did the stitching here. You know, you could see if my camera would focus. Oh my lord. Focus. Focus any day now. Anyway, I put stitching in here. Camera is not going to focus, so I'm sorry I can't put it any closer. But these are my stitches. I guess you could do this for, you know, anybody else who has thick, unruly hair. They probably could do this as an extra measure. Normally the glue would be good enough. Also, you don't have to use hot glue to glue these ends back together. You could also use super glue. That would work as well. But now, I'm going to do the same thing I did with the pink one. You take these ends, and you would sew them together all the way around here. And on the other side as well. All the way around here. Okay, so I have sewn this together. This is my seam right here. Don't know if you can see that because camera hates me. Anyway, this is the second one done. Nice and stretchy. Spooky Halloween fabric. So, that's two of them done. Ow! That's two of them done. I will move on to the robot fabric now. And again, flip it inside out, or flip it right side out, rather. Right side out. The open ends here. Okay, and I'm going to go clean my one elastic back from Kitty. I'll be right back. Okay, got my elastic back from Kitty. I put a safety pin in. I'm going to go ahead and lead this through. Okay, elastic has been led through. I'm going to add some glue and glue this together. Elastic has been glued and sewn. And now I'll do this. Oops. Now I will take the ends, join them together, and again I will fold it. See how it has like a raw edge here? This is the kind of fabric that will run if I leave the raw edges there, and also it doesn't look nice. So what you do is you just fold it over like that on both sides. It's kind of hard to do this one-handed, so you fold it over, and you're going to fold it over like that. And you do that all the way around. Fold these over and just do it all the way around here. Okay, edge has been sewn. No focus, as always, but the edge has been sewn. There you go. There it goes. It's focusing a little bit. So you can kind of see. I'm sure people could make, you know, neater stitches than I, but anyway, it does the job, and it holds the fabric together, which is what it's supposed to do. Nice and stretchy, like always. So, they are all done. There you go. So this is just, I just want to point out, this is just normal cotton fabric. These two are. This is like a weird fuzzy fabric that I got from somewhere. I can't really remember. I have it in blue as well. I'll probably make one in blue out of this too. It's just so fucking messy. It's so messy. Anyway, that is how you make scrunchies. They all work. And I will test them out. Let's see how they do. thank y'all for watching me. I made some things, at least. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anybody learned anything, but I sure didn't. But thank y'all for watching. I truly appreciate it.